There are definitely some good things about Treehouse of Horror 21. This is the 4th episode of the 22nd season of The Simpsons, directed by Bob Anderson and Mike B. Anderson. And as always, I will go through the various stories and give some thoughts. There might be some spoilers in this discussion, so just a heads up. I should put a spoiler warning here because I'm not entirely sure how much detail I'm going into. So it starts off pretty well. I quite like the introduction. We have a parody of The Office. I don't really care for The Office, but I liked seeing all of the different classic creatures. I thought that was a really good, fun way. And then we have 3 stories, and one of them I really loved. I mean, really loved. One of them I didn't really care for, but we had a good guest voice actor. And the third one was okay. So the first one is War and Pieces, which is a parody of Jumanji, but actually not a lot of it feels like Jumanji because it's the board games that come to life and other toys and things. We have a slinky there, or a couple of slinkies. Mousetrap comes to life, or a parody of Mousetrap, and it's so fun. And it's so colourful and vibrant and vivid and beautifully animated, and I absolutely adored it. And I also love Jumanji, so that was a nice thing. The second story is Master and Cadaver. Honestly, I didn't care for it. Hugh Laurie as Roger was a bonus, absolutely. But the story was really boring. Marge and Homer are on a boat, and they meet somebody who claims to have been in a difficult situation, but then their lives may be at risk as a result of this person. I won't say any more. I don't really want to say any more, to be honest. I found it to be really dull and not that interesting, and I didn't care for it. There is an element of mystery there, but not enough to excite me. But yeah, Hugh Laurie voicing in it made it slightly less than boring. We also have Tweenlight, which is a parody of Twilight, of course, and it was okay. I don't really care for Twilight in general, but I do like vampires. So there were certainly pull factors, and the biggest pull factor is Daniel Radcliffe as this male love interest for Lisa, and the vampire and his father go to the Simpsons house for dinner, and it's quite good fun. And I won't say exactly what happens with the narrative, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was interesting enough. It was decent fun. It's not, my favourite story. It's maybe not the most exciting, but I enjoyed it. I didn't mind it, and having Daniel Radcliffe voicing the character was, not too bad. Edmund is the character's name. I don't think I mentioned that, which is certainly a pretty good name to parody Edward, and it kind of makes me feel like what it would be like if Daniel Radcliffe had been cast in Twilight, because it was definitely around that time. I think he might have been about the right age, if I get my bearings right. Maybe slightly young, I'm not entirely sure. But either way, I feel like Radcliffe could have been a contender. And it was decent. I liked it. I didn't mind it. So Master and Cadaver I hated. War and Pieces I loved. And Tweenlight, it was okay. So yeah, it's not my favourite Treehouse of Horror, but it's by no means the worst. I wouldn't mind watching it again. There are definitely bits in it that are quite creative.